Ladies and gentlemen, hi, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. If you remember from last time, we not only found our gun, but we also found a hat from the crazy lady who collected a bunch of police paraphernalia, which, to be honest, I'm kind of... So before I do these games, I always like to watch the last 10 minutes of the previous video so I know exactly what we were doing, so I could refresh my memory. And I found it quite funny that when we found our gun, I was too distracted by us having a new hat that I didn't even bother inspecting the gun, so let's have a quick look and see if we... Oh, it's just a tool. We can't... I don't think we can interact with it. Okay, we've got a gun. We're equipped, we're loaded, we've got our recycling, we've got our gun. That's all gravy, baby. Oh, although we can also click on this.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
Actually, I suppose that is a fair point. You don't really see policemen walking around with the guns in the hand. Unless, of course, you're in the, in the, Humberside train station, in which case, for some reason, those guys just walk around with rifles. So, we need to tell the dudes in the hotel about the lady who's just casually standing around holding guns and whatnot, so we'll go do that. I think that is the plan, and then probably go to bed. Now the question is, do we try and go to bed in the hotel while we've got some money? And maybe have like a cutscene with... You know, the first night where we went to sleep, and we were able to talk to Kim on the balcony. Should we try and do sleep there and maybe get an extra conversation out of Kim? Or should we sleep on our own in the middle of the village? I'm thinking try and get a conversation with Kim. Just because he's a good lad, and I like talking to him. Alright, Titus.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
Look at us, we're friends. This is amazing. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Coorong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do.
That's a good point, Authority. We're already quite low on their regard list. So we may as well say, nope, she didn't have anything of mine.
No? Well, whatever then, Copper.
Titus chugs his beer down and wipes his mouth.
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with?
Actually, I would like to know about this lady. She reminds me of... Oh, so... A bit of Hull City lore for you boys and girls at home. There was... I don't know if he's still alive now, God rest his soul if he is not. But there used to be a chap... you know, like every city has its famous homeless person. Our famous homeless person was called Lee Langer. And the story was that way back when he was a young man, quite a successful businessman. But for whatever reason, for the life of me, I can't remember, he got addicted to huffing glue. And so he would basically just live on the streets, and had a bicycle. On each handle of his bicycle, he would have several shopping carrier bags that was just filled with just rubbish and glue and other bits and bobs he could find on the street. And he was very polite. He was always polite. He never asked for any money. He never caused anyone trouble. He just wanted to stay out on the streets and get off his face. And once a year, near Hull Royal Infirmary, which is the big main hospital in Hull, there was like a place there that he could go once a year for a shower, a shave, a clean haircut. And he would come out, and it was weird because he looked like... You knew that he recently went there because he'd be on his bicycle, and yes, okay, he had all the bags and he had all the homeless clothing, but he had the face of a man, kind of like what we did when we shaved our face off. Not our face off, but our mutton chops off. He looked clean among the dirt, which is... I don't know what that means in the grand scheme of things, narratively or poetically, but it's just something. Anyway, what's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
He says, pouring himself another drink. Marianne, amiga... Aha. Marina LaPlante.
Anything else you wanted to know?
Who was she?
Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then. The children kept her together.
How did she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Wow, that's offensive. Not saying that we're self-identifying as pigs. We are the sorry copy here, but I don't think... Is that the only option we have for us? Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir.
Respectable professions don't shoot kids, Cerdo. They don't beat confessions out of prisoners.
Easy there, Al. Sit down. We got one of our own to take care of, so let's not get worked up.
Where'd she get all her cop gear from?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Maybe like our car.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Station 41. A man carries a crate of rusted, unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auction? A balding detective drags a comb futilely across his head. Shit, who'd want those? Just dump them into the river.
Aha, okay, so police paraphernalia does actually wash up on the coast. Fair enough. That's a sad story there. Old woman, won't see the kids don't visit. God, I hope that I don't make it to old age. Thanks for helping out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Okay, I'm going to take off now. Thank you. These guys seem, now that we've broken down that barrier, they actually don't seem that bad. But then again, I suppose that most people are like that. Also, can we just point out that our mental mind says that, oh yeah, don't walk around with a gun in your hands, but a crowbar, totally fine. Okay, I think we've done enough. Are there any other checks that we can do before we go to bed? There is the cargo door. Pile of etherite. We had this conversation before, didn't we? Where are you exactly? Are you... You look like something over there. I'm going to fast forward and see if I can find it. So I'll see you soon. Okay, we're by the cargo door. Let's see if we can convince it to open up.
Before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Come on, Rhetoric. Let's persuade the door to open.
And, as it's always been, It's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Should we waste a skill point on this? I don't know if it's worth wasting a skill point on it, in all honesty. There are mysteries behind all the doors, but as we have learned in the past, not all doors are meant to be open. Okay, I'm gonna go try and find that pile of Emerite? Whatever it's called. Okay, I do believe that this is indeed the pile.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Okay, why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Aha, there we go.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
There we go, so we can still open doors. It's not a skill that's lost to us. Oh Jesus, I don't like that pig. What are you? Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. A silver plate with traces of burned yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Okay, let's be subtle about this. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
He points to a ladder in the corner.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Wait a minute, are you telling me that when, in the first 4 episodes, we tried to fight Measurehead, there's been a ladder in here all this time we could have used? Ah, for goodness sake. Oh! Oh, that hurts. Oh, this is painful. We spent so much time. Oh, this is insulting. This, how on earth do I get up here? Where am I going? Restoration pillars, keep the runes together. The store is going to collapse soon. We've got a postcard, got some pennies on the floor. That is just... That is not fair. We apparently can't run up here, so I mean, I suppose that makes sense. I mean, the things are collapsing around us. There's a box. Hello, box. Ah, some health drugs, that's useful. Oh, we could have... Well, this is just... Oh, I suppose that I have seen some... Not many playthroughs. I've seen bits and bobs, like, some compilation things, where people have jumped off from this edge down here. So I assume that is how we would have got down there without the help of Measurehead, or without the help of punching Measurehead. But hey-ho, you know, hindsight is 2020, as the kids say. And I mean, we got to punch a racist person in the head, which, while I'm not a fan of, using violence to sort out ideological differences, hey, entertaining, I guess, when we finally did it. A measure of satisfaction, I would have to say. Come on, Kim, move up. Hurry up. Come on, get out of our way. There we go. Well, that's something. What are you up there? Coins. The poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. Now, what are you? An empty tube of magnesium supplement. Oh, that's the morale. Okay, well, we've learned the next playthrough to just go through that door. That perception check is probably a lot infinitely easier. Oh god, while we've got some spare time, let's talk to Kuno. There's an empathy test that we could do with him. I believe there's an empathy test. Let's just quickly figure out what clothes make us the most empathetic. Where are you? Empathy. And there we go, the Flasher's jacket. Shoes don't help us. None of this really... Oh, empathy, a white shirt. A white polo shirt at that. Okay, alright. Come on, Kuno. Open up to us.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Oh, okay. Kuno, I found your shack. Point to the shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
Ah, I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He tells to himself, then turns to you.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Ah, demo tape. Like some kind of musician.
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about that?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Absolutely not electrochemistry. We are good boys. What's with the tube of Elysium, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He smiles at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
I've had enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Well, you know, there was an empathy test here, wasn't there? I've got to ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. So you refer, So you refer to yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a firearm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Good lord, I was attempting to find the empathy check with him so I could understand him more. And now... Oh, I hate kids. I like kids. I work with kids. IRL. And kids are brilliant, but sometimes they're not.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Now I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Bang! Got fucked by the Kuno. We alright? You wanna get fucked again? Come back.
No point. You know... some people just don't want to have conversations. And that's fine, you know. Some people don't want to get out of the hellhole or empathise with anyone. They just want to live a life of suffering, and that's fine. Who are you?
Very generous.
Oh, you're
I
the
mean,
crypto fascist. Leave me alone. Right, let's pay our rent. I want to spend some more time with
Was there
this
something you
dude.
needed?
Well, bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Okay, goodbye. Yeah, I'm thinking let's chill with Kim. At least I'm hoping that is what the thing will give us. What else did we have? Were we wearing all this at the time? I've changed our polo shirt, but it doesn't really make a difference. I like being consistent with my aesthetics. I don't know why. It's a thing for me. Right. Let's... Are you going to go to bed now? See you in the morning. Are we going to spend some time together?
Yes?
You're going to let me in.
The lieutenant's door.
Gonna
No
knock.
response.
Knock again.
Still, where is he? Isn't it party o'clock? Doesn't he want to go for a little drive? Anything to not face the hanged disco man yet.
Tap out the tune Kim whistled on the swing set.
You hear the sound of a drawer closing, followed by the shuffling of feet.
Is that you, Harry? What time is it?
No, thou art God.
Nah. Do you want to go for a midnight drive to clear our heads?
To clear our heads from what? Sleep?
Sleep is what he needs most right now.
Good night, Harry.
Oh, but I want to. I spent 20 riel to spend some quality time with Kim, and now look at us. Okay, was there a thing in the? Oh, what are you? Webb's failed to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. Can we fix anything here?
On the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
Put skills in
Regular,
encyclopedia, put skills in
clean-shaven
interfacing.
police officer.
Let's try and fix the... Actually, would... Oh no, because if we fix the faucet, we might be able to clean our... The jacket that we had. What skill was it? Sorry, I completely forgot
A mirror
already.
hangs on the bathroom wall. In it,
Interfacing, right. Where is interfacing? Oh, here we go. We'll level you up. We'll equip ourselves with the... Where's the tools? It is... chain cutters, or was it the... locked containers? But they're both locked containers. Could I use this instead? Would this help even more?
a mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Ah, no. It's got to be the other one. Alright then. Chain cutters. Go, go.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Alright, 58%. Let's do it. Let's fix the faucet.
Irregular, clean-shaven. The chain cutters slip out of
Bugger.
your hand.
Alright, fine. I didn't want to be a handyman anyway. I'm more of a thinker. Let's go to bed.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Go to sleep.
It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case. You have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you. Forever. On ferrotape.
Spinning, spinning, tell me, am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash, the bang, the endless learning experience.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
What is this?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
I do like that phrase. Where was it? Something about you are made of the world. Every day you're out, it's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Don't know why that resonates with me, but I like that. The rain, the snow, I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent, picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right. I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
Sounds like we're already in the loony bin, to be fair.
For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Look, we're not here to make political statements. Forget politics. I'll never sleep if I keep going on like this.
Are you sure? You could be closing the door on a brilliant and special future for yourself.
Look, in our current state, when we're trying to get over a terrible breakup with a girl, getting over a terrible drug and alcohol addiction, the last thing you need is politics. I don't even think healthy people need healthy, or not unhealthy, a large amount of politics in their life. Keep it local, baby. That's what I always say. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm a very boring and apolitical and sleepy. Ignore the thought.
Did you hear that? He's renouncing politics. He's strictly business now.
Do you like the effect, the reverb effect on that line there?
Just another thoughtless vessel, ploughing the grey seas of every day.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
But that's why we don't think about politics. Politics and... what was it? It was the other day. I was, you know, when you go on YouTube and you wake up in the morning and you put a video on, not to listen to, but just to have in the background while you're getting ready. And there was this, like, political podcast that came on. I occasionally listen to political podcasts just for fun, I guess. And they were just going, it was just proper doom podcasting, like, everything's terrible and awful. I look out the window and I think, actually, it's not all that bad. Maybe meta it's bad, but micro, it's not all that bad. And realistically, I can't think anything bigger than micro. Now, open your eyes. Well, here we are. We're back on it. Looking less dishevelled than before, I'll be honest. The hangover is slowly but surely waltzing away from us. We'll go out. Come on, Kim. What's our mission for today? No? Joy downstairs having breakfast, maybe? Don't leave us, Kim. We need you. Ah, good morning. Hello. Greetings.
Yes?
Ah. Okay, Kim. No, how are you? No, good day. In fact, tell me about the case again.
Yes? What do you want to know?
All right, you're not gonna give us a recap or anything. Okay, do you have anything new to say to us, friendly people?
Again? I can't believe this.
No. And do you have
Yes?
Horseface Woman?
What is it?
No. Okay, alright, well, clearly, we've kind of got to that stage of the game now where it's not going to press us too far in any one direction. We just need to keep on keeping on. So what have we got left to do? The horse monument. These are white checks. I can never remember this. These are found white checks. The white checks are available to try now. But we've already done the cargo door yesterday. Or do we get to just try it again every single day? Nah, man. We need to find the murder weapon. Look at a working firing arm that shoots 4.46 ammo. Inspect traps. Last traps with empty. Return to... We've already told him that. Let's try again. Maybe that will help us.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
That was me disconnecting my vape. I do apologise.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So, I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And
one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
The cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide. Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
He rubs his chin.
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Sure, yeah.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Exactly. Another trip to the reeds. That's exactly what we want. How do we break this to them gently? Are you sure you've exhausted all alternative explanations?
Of course we have.
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be?
He turns to you.
Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol is yours.
I think that's the first time I've heard a French phrase being spoken by an Australian accent. I don't know whether I like it or I hate it.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently.
But we have no objective at the moment. Develop an alternative theory about the missing locusts.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen your locusts.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I don't want to talk to him again. We've already tried to empathise with him, and it's just not worked for us. I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
It doesn't sound like it's really his favourite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his tea.
Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on.
Alright then, fine. We'll talk to Gary, but only because he's about to leave soon.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean,
Oh, no, you've got nothing useful to say. Right. So I've got a plan for dealing with Kuno. You know how earlier on we said that it's unprofessional for a policeman to wield his gun about everywhere? But maybe a display of force might actually be advantageous to us in this questioning. A light questioning, shall we say.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Oh, now we can empathise with him. Alright, hold on, right, let's,
Kuno doesn't fucking...
I know you don't care. I know you don't care. You far too cool. What was... God, what... It was the flasher jacket, wasn't it? And then it was... something else. Oh, and it was the t-shirt that I've already got the... That's -1 to empathy. Jesus, we're making bad life choices here. In that case... Physical instrument, in case we need to shoot him. That's the way. Come on, Kuno. Open up to us. Figure out what's going on with this kid.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Well, no matter what we choose, he's gonna be really mean to us now. Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing stones here. Want to help the RCM bust a murderer?
Fuck no! What are you? Fucking mentally handicapped?
Kuno, they've almost made you a snitch now.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
He nods, big boy style, incredibly proud of himself.
He'd rather die than work with the justice system.
Well, we tried to empathise. You wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame.
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison.
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Hold on now. No one is lame here. Just tell us what happened.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, thanks Kuno for all your wonderful insight into life and stuff. Go on, there must be some sort of interesting bits and bobs going on here. It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Oh, it sounds like a hobby.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
The lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Stop being so sarcastic, Kim.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
When someone says they're not being sarcastic, it's usually a good sign that they're being very sarcastic.
Let's see where this train of thought goes. You think the Insulindian phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know?
Okay, we should talk to Kuno about this. Get him to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
I mean, we're trying, aren't we? Talking to young people is never anyone's forte, I feel. I feel like we all fail. I certainly do. Come on, Kuno, be a lad.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
Okay. You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Oh, that's a little bit of character development here. Oh, do we call him out on it? No, we don't. We don't interrupt the character development. That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears out the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence falls in the yard.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. So that's what this is about.
Ooh, so these guys aren't really friends, are they? It seems like as if Kuno is... Obviously, he's not brilliant, but like, he's just doing his own thing. But it seems like that C is being a little bit I would want to say, being a little bit manipulative of him. I'll say nothing. I'll let it ride.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
Okay, let's I'd like to see him stop doing things, but honestly, I don't actually care about the phasmid. I think it's just a going nowhere kind of quest. Let's go with, I have to ask, what does the City of Locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his face up to the heavens.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
So what's going to happen to the locusts? Nod towards the shack.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Ah, I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Yeah, she is definitely up to no good. Okay, now that's settled, I better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian phasmid. He mutters to himself.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Oh, come on. We must have the chance to empathise with him again. Is it there? We'll talk to him again. Come on, let me into your soul, Kuno.
Does Kuno care?
Oh, no.
Kuno
Well,
doesn't...
Fine. There's something else going on there, though. I would like to know more about it. Okay, so... I suppose that we just go up to them and... Actually, should we put our gun away? We'll replace with a less intimidating weapon. Okay, Mr. Man, we've talked to Kuno.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid, Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So he was just a child.
He purses his lips, crestfallen.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid, or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
Oh no, the aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous coughing fit. Oh hells, there's a woman in a wheelchair, and clearly that's not healthy. He's coughing quite a lot. Are they just kind of like... Are they just kind of a bit too old for this? Should they not be concentrating on spending more time with each other rather than him? I'll be honest, right? A lot of the quest lines I already know the answer to. That I'm just going through the motions and experiencing it again because I love it. But like this quest line, I've not experienced before because I just didn't care about it. I'm just going through the motions for this one just for padding out time and stuff. But oh dear, that's terrible.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
There won't be a next season. Not for this. Find a phasmid or admit defeat, people.
I mean, realistically, like... I mean... Looking at it from my perspective, looking at it from you, the viewer, at home, if you had a choice, if you was in a loving relationship and you both bonded over a mutually amazing thing that kept you together and you both genuinely felt great about, would you sacrifice more years together to pursue your mutual interest? Or would you let it kind of like subside and just say, you know what, we've done our best, let's now just kick back and just enjoy each other for the remainders of our years? I honestly don't know what I'd choose. Oh, we could do it for them though, can't we? They can sit in the comfort of this warm place and we could do it for them, can't we? We've come too far to quit. I'm going to restock the trap. Let's do this.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
He wants to see this tale through, as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
She nods to her husband.
Here's a fresh fractured locust. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Wow. Co-discovery? You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center.
Look at that electrochemistry. We found something that activates our neurons that isn't drugs. We're making character progress, people.
This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
Okay, you know what? I thought this was a really boring quest line. But now that I know that there's a human element in there, can we interact with the locusts? We could sell them, but we're not going to. We've got $8 in the bank. In fact, actually, should we really quickly buy some extra blue drugs just to make sure that we're mentally stable for what is to come? May as well while we're here. Oh, no, not here. We need to talk to the chest, don't we?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with
which one do we need?
Bottles, nasal sprays.
Let's go with one of these and one of those. There we go. We should be fine. Enough blue drugs to heal ourselves back to full with one extra just in case. Who on earth are you?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with piss, can't say on YouTube, written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Fuck the world."
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later, on your own terms.
Absolutely not. If Kim's wanting to defend his motor carriage, we should be in there. Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls. Yet.
Nah, you just seem like hipsters to me.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs. These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Let's not. Of course I do. I'm just testing you boys.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
His voice rings with excitement.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Yeah, but like murdering people, that's not great. Do you know anything about the murder Do you know anything about the murder that took place here? Point to the yard.
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Wailing Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
What does that mean?
Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy. Justify shit.
Do you know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
These guys just sound like a bunch of wannabes, really.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Who's Van Eyck?
Old man, it doesn't matter. You'll be long gone before his greatness is recognized.
So you're saying I'm an old man?
Yep, old as fuck.
Yeah, man. It's like at death's door. No wonder you know nothing about the future. You won't be there.
Ah, fuck. I don't care about you. Enough about the scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's with the jackets?
What about them?
Turn to the blonde youth. What does your jacket piss written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
My goodness, right. So, at school, last year, the kids, you know when you're in school and you take part in like a school play? Our school was doing the musical Matilda. And there is one song in the musical Matilda called, what's it called? It's called Loud, I think it's called. And it's all about, the song is all about basically, it's not about what's inside you that counts, but how loud you are that really matters. And, you know, they play it off as like it's actually quite a good thing to be loud rather than your own individual. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Right, pause the video now. Go onto the YouTubes, type in Matilda loud into the YouTubes, and listen to the first minute and a half. You know, this is the full song, but listen to that first minute and a half, then come back here and you'll understand exactly what I'm on about. Makes sense.
What I mean by this is, we are all pissed, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Alright, okay then. Nihilism, but with urine. Turn to the dark-haired youth. Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
That's a terrible metaphor.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
So just to cover the point that "fuck the world" make there, so it's kind of like, it was, now, I understand that we've tried to avoid talking about politics in this playthrough purely because I'm quite a politically neutral person. But, I do listen to, like, a lot of people from both left and right. I know he by gum, Miss Landshark, he's on the centre of the fence because he's got no opinions. And you're right, I've got no opinions. So I do listen to loads of different people. But, This kind of thing reminds me of something that Jordan Peterson said about the Columbine shooters. He's talking about how you get more fish in a shorter time, something about basically he's essentially saying, right, well, if you want to catch fish, rather than hailing your lure many times, you may as well just blow it up. Because that way, in a short time, you get more of what you want. Rather than... Sorry, I feel like I'm rambling here, but rather than catching something that you actually want over a long period of time, you may as well catch all the things that you kind of want in a short period of time. And one of the things that the Columbine shooter said, from what I understand, and bearing in mind that I've never read their manifesto, was that they kind of want to make things as worse as possible and then leave. And I think that's kind of what Fuck the World is going for here. It's like, oh, well, you know what? Sod it, everything's bad, so I'm going to get as much as I can in a short period of time before everything is knackered. And that's not good. That is not good. It's not the way forward. In my honest, humble opinion, just because generally, like, I mean, I've been sad quite a lot of times. You'll notice now that I've been a lot more talkative in this playthrough than I have in the past maybe 5 or 6 episodes. But that's because I've been through quite a sad period recently. And so you just kind of just go through it, don't you? But, I don't know, you know that the sadness lasts for a short period of time. Well, not a short period of time. It lasts for a certain period of time. But you eventually come through it. And things get brighter eventually. And sacrificing everything for short period gains doesn't help you, because life is like the longest thing you're ever going to do, innit? And why sacrifice everything in the future for today's pleasures when you kind of have a bit half and half? Live life in the moment, but also bear in mind that the future is a thing. If any of that ramble makes any sense, I do apologise. I'm about 5 or 6 or 7 cans of beer in at this point. I am quite drunk. Hey Kim, lower your voice.
Yes?
Do you think this is... Oh, sorry. What do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Why are you always so patronising when cool possibilities cross our path? No, we'll go with that. Yeah, why are you always so patronising?
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
I want to do a Half-Life thing, but we're not very physically impeding people. Let's just leave. Well, we'll equip our gun, and then we'll see if this changes anything.
That ride is fucking light.
Hey, piss.
Oh, what?
Look who it is.
We're armed with a gun, and they don't give a damn. Well, clearly those leather jackets are something else entirely. Okay, fine. What else have we got to do? Oh, we've got to restock the trap. Okay, fair enough. We'll do that then. While walking over, I've got a fun story to tell. So, for those of you who have been following the channel for quite some time, and, well, last weekend, you'll know that I was planning to go for some surgery this Wednesday. But so it was meant to be on Wednesday. Got there, and in true NHS English fashion, it said, oh, by the by, do you know that your surgery's been delayed a week? Which is fun, isn't it? God, where was that trap? It was near here. Oh, was it here? Hold on, let me press tab. There you are. But yeah, that was fun. Getting all worked up for the surgery and then being told, oh yeah, by the by, it's now next week. Go back to work. Anyway, bringing back to the game here. Here's the trap.
The trap stands empty amongst the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' melancholy rustling.
Release the locusts into the trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
He doesn't want to, but if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it.
Okay, so we've done that, so let's report to these guys in the Wailing Rag, and then we'll try and solve this murder, but I genuinely don't know where else to go at this stage of the game. As I mentioned earlier, I've kind of been following this game in the same way that I've played before, mainly because I just wanted to experience it again. But actually, the game's ended up a lot different than when I played it, because obviously every time you play it, it's slightly differently. And for life of me, I can't remember how I actually played it the first time. So we're gonna roll with it, baby. Oh, where's the mister? Where's he gone?
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
She manages a smile for you.
Her smile is wary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Ebullience, that's a good word.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
To be fair, he did spend 24 hours outside, didn't he? It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out here in those reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
So, who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Oh, he knows that we're about to agree to check the traps, doesn't he? He just knows. Something tells me it's up to me again.
No, you don't have to do that. Enough of this fool's errand. Morel will do it. Or Gary. You have work to do. I've wasted enough of everyone's time.
Don't you worry. Once more into the breach, then.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Leanne, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
The half moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up to you. You've given up on the Phasmid.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then.
You're in doubt? About what?
It's, a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Possibly a nightmare.
Seeing the Insulindian Phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me that you've seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the Phasmid's existence, that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That, and for years his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
Oh dear. So I want to take this because it's 72%. I want to first tell her that our marriage hasn't been a lie. But we could improve our chances by asking more questions, but like... I I daren't, just in case it reduces our chances. God, because even if the Phasmid is not correct, they've still bonded over it. You know? Like, I imagine, a story about my mum and my stepdad. They've bonded over a mutual disagreement of what's interesting for them. So, say, for example, my mum has no interest in football whatsoever, and my stepfather loves football. And in a weird way, they've kind of bonded over that. They've got like loads of like little in-jokes about how they both don't like each other's things. But then they sometimes come together and they partake in each other's things. And that makes it... It's very rare when they do it, but when they do it, they genuinely enjoy it. And... yeah, I don't know what point I'm trying to make. Again, like I said, I'm quite drunk at the moment, but... first tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie.
But it has.
Fuck!
Hasn't it?
Ah,
the
shit!
seed can only bear what's inside. The seed of love is black and oily.
No suggestion, it's not that. Oh no, we've ruined a marriage.
It has a taste you're quite familiar with.
Oh no, this is awful. I don't want to say this. Ah, but I suppose nihilism is built within everyone, isn't it? Take it from me, love is a lie. The sooner you accept it, the better.
You might be right, Detective.
She looks down at her legs.
I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I came in on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
Oh god, this is awful. I hate this. This is not what I wanted. So she's basically, when they went on a date, she lied about knowing about the Phasmid because he wouldn't love her because she was a cripple, which is awful. If you guys are watching this and you suffer from any sort of physical or mental debilitation, I mean, I'm there with the mental stuff, so I fully appreciate that. But I don't know, man. Awful. Wow, love is hard.
It's not easy. I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it, lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is, the Insulindian Phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
You know what? To hell with this. I still believe you saw the Phasmid.
A true believer. Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of it. How it was there. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
Okay then, you do that, I'll check the traps one more time.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
Okay, but can I have your address just in case there's news?
Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
Okay then. Be careful out there, Leanne.
You too, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it turned out to be a...
The sentence remains unfinished.
A waste of time. A dream. A lie. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly, as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold coastal wind blows.
We should go too.
Well, that was sad. That was very sad. I had all the chance of improving her marriage, and I think I've instigated a divorce. But I've got a skill point. And I feel like as if we're going to make no progress on the case here today. Just want to know. I want to know what's up with him. Where's our empathy? Apparently our primary skill... Oh no, our primary skill was Inland Empire. I want to empathise. Let me empathise with you, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Come on, find out what's going on with this kid.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Act on it. Try to separate them. Kuno! Psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
He whispers back.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
True. I'm glad she's out of her hair. She's fucked up.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Ah, bugger. I was trying to get onto his level.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
Oh dear, okay. What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
He hunches down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Oh, okay, alright. I think I was right on this. Fun fact, I've never been in this conversation before, so this is all new to me. What do you mean she smirked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
You're serious about this killing business?
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Okay, how many cops has she killed then?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
He feels eyes on the back of his head and stops.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
You said she's insane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
He points at the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
The little one twists her neck, looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
That hallway there was the janitor's closet.
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style.
Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
You said she got in. How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno? Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S, two of a kind.
Why is she called Kuno S then?
Because she fucking looks like Kuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was Psycho Killer.
And how are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
He spits through the gap in his front teeth. You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eye, black pupils trying to focus. I can respect that.
Alright, now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah, what do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See, relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
Oh, this is not what I was expecting. I did not want to run an illegal narcotics for him. He concludes, spreading his hands like a baker presenting a selection of freshly baked pastries. Okay, let's run with this. What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who is your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Oh god, that's really sad. Because this is now again, like I said, this is a questline that I've never experienced before. But this is my dad. This is exactly who my dad was.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
I made him my Kuno, and this is what's going to happen.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
Okay. Let's I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at his eyes.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
God, come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not going to take it. We need to get the drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
All right, okay, well, we're going to meet his dad. I do feel... I know that our gun has not helped us in any situation yet, but I feel like as if this is the one time where having a gun will help us. But yeah, no, my father was very similar in the sense that... Honestly, man, when you saw that guy on alcohol... Don't get me wrong, could he hold his alcohol like no man's business? And he absolutely could. We always pushed it too far. There was a story when we went camping one time. And, you go camping with your dad, you're in the middle of nowhere. And you go to sleep in a tent, and God, which one's 12? Is this one 12?
A shabby door hangs.
Is this 12? God, I'll tell you the story after
Secured
this.
to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita. Your heartbeat quickens. Palms go sweaty. The siren of amphetamine is singing you her song.
So we need our chain cutter, so let's keep the gun, but we shall equip our... Where's our chain cutters gone? Chain cutters, there we go. We'll put down our recycling for the moment. I know, sacrilege, but we need to do it.
Door hangs oddly on its
Let's open it.
Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
We absolutely can't. It is my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
What we got going on here? Jamrock Shuffle. But now it's clear to you... but now it's clear you like to look inside containers. Let's open doors and see what's inside of them. Maybe secrets, maybe more juicy containers. Let's be honest, you like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, two containers left behind by the Filipino kings that held forbidden secrets. Oh, relics, sorry. We don't have any more skill points to internalize this, but I think this conflicts with our one-door policy. But we shall, we'll definitely give this a go, shall we? Okay, let's break for this door then, shall we? Come on, Mr. Kuna, show us your business. And let's investigate some stuff. Kuna de Reuter is the name on the unfinished homework. Oh, he's got homework, he goes to school. It's from 2 years ago. A glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from moisture.
Yes?
Oh, no, Kim, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to this bench.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Lieutenant, I've looked... Oh, hold on, it's got a straw. That's for kids, isn't it? Lieutenant, I've located psychoactive substances on this table.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room.
There's some snoring going on there. I will take the speed from the table.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Don't wait. Celebrate. Blast that shit right here. Take inventory of it once this boring table shit is done.
No, we don't do drugs. We are the good cops. We'll take 10 cents. Oh, he's there. Let's just in case, equip a crowbar in our sidearm. I know we'll never ever use the... Oh, hold on. We've got a speed bottle. Can we just hold it? Oh, we can. No, we're not going to. Just in case we antagonize him. Let's talk to the man. Oh, hold on. There's a thing here. The air stinks with something sour.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka, some towels and a duvet. Some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Hold up, Lieutenant. Looks like a pile of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. You can hear the snoring, Lieutenant. Surely we're both in this situation. Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
I know we don't have to, but we have to. Imagine if we don't do this. Keep extending your hand towards the pile.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
Wow, can I just say, cigarette burns and ketchup stains, that's a thing I could personally connect with right there. It's from eating takeaways in bed too often. Pull off the blanket.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
Is this Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
I was... Doesn't look like he's going to fuck anyone up anytime soon.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but... At least he won't be beating his son.
Oh, okay.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
He's gonna sleep this off. I know this shit. Suddenly the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth along with a strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Whisper, I took your amphetamine, old man. No, we won't. Perception. Figure out what he's trying to say.
The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs. Are you going to let a semi-conscious degenerate disrespect you?
Oh dear, all these options are bad. Let's go. If you're awake, he's awake.
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Okay, maybe we should help him somehow?
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Nod.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The cops, so the lieutenant stops listening to him.
Years, months, weeks. The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
Kim, is this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The limb seems to be twitching from time to time.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Oh, go on then. Let's let him know what we've done. I took your amphetamine, old man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body. He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash. It was the last thing keeping him functional.
Well, maybe someone in this situation shouldn't be functional. Okay, we've took the amphetamine. God, what do we do in this situation? Report back to Kuno. We're not going to give him the drugs, but we're going to say, you know what? We've seen your old man. We're taking the drugs from him. And you ain't getting nothing from us. Go and be a productive member of society. We will re-equipped a recycling bag and our crowbar. In a completely and totally neutral, non-aggressive stance. Yeah, that was dark. That was not a very pleasant situation for anyone to be in. Come on, Kuna. See reason. Get away from the drugs. Be a man at a boy's age.
Kuno
I took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Aren't you going to ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style. That's some sick shit.
He nods approvingly to the lieutenant.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
Look, when I say the answer is clear. I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs, you're 12.
Alright. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him, Kuno.
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Major fucking choice, pig.
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
Not like he thinks, but you can feel it. Somehow, this will change things. It's not hard to see at all. You hand out drugs to kids. The lieutenant's faith in your judgment will diminish significantly.
Oh dear. What, if any, is a downside of not giving drugs to Kuno?
None that you can see. No, you can see it. This young man has junior officer material in him. In another life, where he trusts you.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno?
Oh, most certainly. This is staying with me. Don't give Kuno the vial.
Alright. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
I told you he can't be trusted. I told you he'd steal the shit.
Relax, see? We got plenty of kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that.
He turns to you.
This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to the Kuno, huh?
There is genuine disappointment below the act, sire. In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
I suppose, in this situation, he trusted us to do a thing. And we've kind of betrayed him in a way, but... I don't know, man. How do you fix something like this? When someone's irrevocably damaged by drugs and a bad father, how do you fix it? Kuno, I met your dad.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig?
How do we do this? Kuno, your dad is half dead. Kuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Kuno window? Come on, kid. Just stop.
Fuck you trying to do? Get the Kuno to stop. Kuno's just getting it on.
His tone wavers.
A small lump forming in his throat.
Keep your ass together, Kuno.
Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore.
Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up, and Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Go out West Revachol style.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sub like a turn into Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
The relief is palpable. The little hat jumps up and down behind the fence.
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
Right, let's be careful with this one then. There was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment.
Yeah, so fucking what?
It says Kuno. Kuno? How would one say that word? Kuno, Kuno de Ruta.
Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
I like it. Kuno de Ruta.
He's trying to fuck you again.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into...
Don't change your name into that, Kuno.
To be fair, yeah, Kuno Ness, maybe don't change your name into that. I looked around in there. It's not an easy life you've got going on in that apartment.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans.
There were tons of unpaid utility bills right there.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
Let me guess. Oh, hold on. Let me read the other things. Find a job. Pay them yourself. Your dad can't handle it anymore.
Fuck that shit. Kuno's gonna move underground. Lead I am shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
The thing is that... Okay, yeah, it's his language course. But it's quite articulate, isn't he? Catacombs and... Just a very poetic way he speaks. He's got some stuff going on in his brain, hasn't he?
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect. I did right not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
I mean... I kind of agree with that.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
And doesn't that encapsulate it? Kuno doesn't care. I've worked with a lot of social workers in the past, and it's very rare that you actually get a... Oh, look, can I walk? How does one walk? Let me walk at normal speed to make it more impactful. You bastards. There we go. Look at that. We're being impactful here. But yeah, I've worked with a lot of social workers and worked with a lot of young people, and obviously I can't give any details because of legal reasons. But it's not often that a social worker can actually fix the very complex problems that young people face, especially when it comes to violent dad and stuff. I mentioned my story about my dad camping before we got distracted by the whole story. Long story short, essentially, we went camping one time, and my dad being alcoholic. Like, as you know, you might have been camping with your father or mother or family before, and you go camping, you set up your tent in the woods, and then you go to sleep, and you expect to wake up with your family nearby. It was just me and my siblings and my dad, and we woke up, and he wasn't there. Thankfully, nearby, there was a couple who found us in the tent. I can't tell you how long we were there for, because I can't remember. I was very young. I do remember the event, but I can't remember all the details. But, yeah, they found us, took us to a police station. Turns out that our dad left us in the middle of the night to go to a local pub for drinks. Got too drunk to find his way back to the tent, and just fell asleep somewhere in the forest. So I can understand how people end up like that. Thankfully, I had books, and I had video games, and I had things like that to stabilise myself emotionally, but not everyone has that, do they? Anyway, I've got no idea what point I'm making here. Like I said, I'm quite drunk. I think that actually we've made no progress on the case, but I feel like as if we've done a lot of stuff here, so I think we're going to end that there. So yeah, if you want to support the channel, look at the old Patreon. £1 a month does get you one extra game of Dawn of War a week. And I know that's very exciting for you guys who don't watch the Dawn of Wars, but watch the Disco Elysiums. Man has been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always. It's never a chore. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.